Hello, my fellow autistics and my allistic allies. All right, I'm back. So, somebody requested, is it Desert Files, Desert Files? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your username on YouTube, but someone requested a video on, you can see the comment even, on my thoughts on the difference, or on the of course I can't speak when I need to. Go figure. Hashtag ASD Life. Get it trending on Twitter now. Okay, so the kind of the differences or the gap gender-wise between men and women for diagnosis on the autism spectrum. So as an autistic woman myself, as a self-diagnosed autistic woman at the moment, I don't know if that'll ever change. I'm not sure. But as an autistic woman, there is about an 80 to 90% chance that I could get misdiagnosed before I get a good diagnosis because I'm so good at masking. I went 13 years thinking I'm neurotypical, and then the first thing I discovered wasn't even autism, it was depression. And like I've said in several of my videos now, people always attributed my autistic behaviors and my autistic traits to being blind, and so I never kind of realized that I am autistic. So when I can even mask from myself, that's when you know it's bad. So there is a 4-to-1 ratio. So for every 4 boys, there is 1 autistic girl diagnosed. That's the statistic, but it's actually new research is finding that it might be 2-to-1 or maybe even 1-to-1. And that's honestly, that feels more accurate because there can't be. It's not a white male disease. I know a lot of people have been like, it's a white male disease and you can't be autistic because you're a girl. That's ridiculous. I'm autistic. Look, I'm flapping. This is like, I'm on the spectrum, and nothing I will say can change that. Nothing anyone can say can change that. Just like no one can change the fact that I'm blind. And so, It's very hard as a woman to get diagnosed. I've heard several stories from people on the spectrum saying, oh my gosh, yeah, I waited years to get a diagnosis, and the first person I went to got it wrong. I got a second opinion, and then I got a third opinion, and it was like I barely got through, and they misdiagnosed me with. The most common thing to get misdiagnosed with, from what I hear, or one of the most common at least, is borderline personality disorder. Wow. Go figure. With men, they can be all, socially awkward and not okay and whatever, and not neurotypical, and we can say, oh, right away you can say, oh, it's autism. With a girl, it's borderline personality disorder. Okay. Okay, so as an autistic woman, I do agree with this new research, and I do see that, the reason that it's so hard to diagnose a woman is we're so good at masking. So autistic women are known for kind of imitating what they see around them and picking up on social cues and behaviors, kind of not really consciously necessarily, but they kind of feel like they have to fit in more because there is more pressure on women. And so that's why we have trouble getting diagnosed as women. Men do mask as well. That I'm not going to say it's just a female thing, but I feel like it's less, at least in my experience. So, yeah, that needs to change. That whole myth about it's a white male disease. And even African American and Latina women, it's even harder to diagnose because there's all this, like it might be a cultural thing or it might be a racial bias. But it seems that it's harder to diagnose blacks and Latinas, which that's horrible. But so my final conclusion on this matter, honestly, it is hard to get diagnosed as a woman, but there is a wonderful video on YouTube called What Women with Autism Want You to Know, I believe that's what it's called, by Iris. And it's a collection of women kind of talking about all these like misconceptions and things that they've kind of phased, and it's amazing. So it's a 10-minute video. If you've got 10 minutes, you can watch it. Boom. Okay. And with that, if I get more, if I kind of think of more things to say on this matter, I will make a part 2 to this. If not, then this is it for now. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.